Good morning, everyone. How is your mood elevator today after the wonderful presentations? So my name is Marcelina Moszczyńska. I'm Aptiv GBS head for EMEA operation based in Krakow. And I do have a pleasure today actually to show you that really sky is the limit. But before I will do so, and to give the context to my story, I would like to tell you a little bit about the Aptiv as such. So, yeah, Aptiv is a global technology company which delivers greener, safer, and more connected solutions to enable global mobility. And what does it mean? Safer, as a first, means the community sees zero fatalities, zero accidents, zero injuries. Safer means simply zero emissions. And connected means actually the integration and seamless integration between the car, the passengers, and actually the world around. And what enable the future mobility means, it means that Aptiv is actually the leading supplier in active safety technology. It's top signal and power solution for the electric cars. It's leading automotive software developer and first industry smart car vehicles. We are actually based in the 48 countries, hiring more than 200,000 employees, having more than 130 manufacturing facilities, but as well, more than 10 major technical centers, with one of the biggest one actually based in Krakow. Yeah, and to give you a little bit more a flavor of the scale, I wanted to show you the Q4 2024 financial outcomes with $4.9 billion revenue, with 600 million operating income, and with continued growth over the market on the 5%, which is actually the superior goal of Aptiv organization. That was about Aptiv in general, globally. So let's jump right now into the GBS. And let's start with the vision, because that's important, yes? And vision of the Aptiv GBS is to deliver a global network of the shared services, which are integrated through the processes, which we mentioned, Rakesh mentioned, and with the business excellence, which are focused actually on standardization, on optimization, on compliance, and on automation, which is delivered by the best people actually on the market. To your point, actually, we are regionalized. We've been global. We moved to the regional setup. And we are actually right now located in the three regional centers in Mexico, in Poland, in Krakow, and in China, with the headquarters in Dublin, in Ireland, and having still the outsourcing partner located in India. We are over 650 employees globally, supporting our clients in 26 countries, internal clients, and with possibly one of the most actually aims, which is actually collaborating as a global team and acting as a one team. Because the operating model that Rakesh again was actually mentioning was actually very much important for the success of the automation that I'm going to present to you. Because in our organizations, operations, which means simply purchase to pay, order to cash, record to report, master data, are working jointly with the process excellence team, with the digitization team, and the data analytics team. You can call it quartet, yeah? Having the same aim, aligned priorities, and actually going with, going into direction to the same strategy. Okay, so let me take you through the journey, because it has been a journey, and it is transformation journey. We started with in-house RPA and building the robots actually in 2021. And we posted with the in-house built robots, first invoices actually in the middle of the 2021. We called within our operation that project as a digitized AP, and we've been consequently bringing the new suppliers into this platform, one by one. And what really actually robots are doing, they are reading the images, recognizing the images, and actually matching with the particular supplier, and trying to pose the invoice actually correctly into the SAP. If through some reasons they are unsuccessful, they are simply parking the invoice in SAP. And by today, we've been able to bring to that program more than 200 suppliers. With that, we really feel the power of the automation. And 1 year after we said, okay, we are not going to actually limit ourselves only to the automation of supplier invoices. We want to have a payments fully automated. And what does it mean? It means that robots are simply looking into the payment calendar, which we do have a weekly actually inactive, is picking up the particular entity, initiating the payment proposal in the system, and actually, releasing the payments as well. And we started to do it actually 1 year after we post the first invoice automatically, using as well in-house built robots. And with the end of the 2022, we've been able actually to fully deploy it in the EMEA region for the more than 40 different entities. Same time, in the parallel, we started to bring the best class solution on the market, ServiceNow, for the finance functions. And we started to use this as an AP workflow. And what robots, which again we built, started to do, for all of those parked invoices that I mentioned, where robots were unsuccessful to post, they've been creating automatic tickets in ServiceNow and routing it to appropriate people for the invoice resolution. And with that, first half of the last year, 2023, we've been able actually to post on the daily basis 4,000 invoices, absolutely touchless. Yeah, and we have a hunger. And we really wanted actually to do the same what we did actually for P2P, for the other processes. And last year, we started to deploy the factoring model for the rapid transformation in ServiceNow, using simply the logo blocks to define our processes. Okay, so this is how we looked before. We have inefficient processes, and with the implementing actually the automation, we've been structured them using the standard process blocks. We have absolutely messed and unstructured data, where we're using the golden rules. We're making sure that our inputs and outputs are actually are structured. Sometimes even having a good technology, we are not working the same. And we face it the same. So we started to take care about it as well, to make sure that our people from the various ways of working, supporting the same process, are actually having the same ways of working. And from the very heavy, actually, resourced organization, we started to be, in the GBS, actually, technology-driven one. So a little bit numbers. So since beginning of the journey, we created internally 85 robots. Last year, those robots has been processed 7.6 million transactions. It's around 370,000 hours saved, so you can simply calculate it at what is actually the impact. And we did it with the 5 developers, 2 L1 support who are actually monitoring the robots on the daily basis, and 1 RPA architect. And to tell you actually how it's really impact and what was the result for the EMEA for this first automation of the P2P, I would like to show you a little bit of numbers. So in EMEA, in Aptiv, we are getting almost 1,900,000 invoices from the supplier on the annual basis. With the automation that are present, we've been able actually to automate 80% of that, which means that Robo, on the annual basis, are posting 720 invoices. We are paying actually to our suppliers around 17,000 times during the year. We automated it fully. And there was discussion around, is automations only about the dollar value? It's something more, and definitely for me it's both, right? Because with that, actually, we saved the equivalent of 46 heads, which is equivalent of almost $2 million. But there is another layer, actually, of the benefits that we are getting. Because we have the accuracy of the invoice capture on the level of almost 100%. We reduced our invoice processing resolution of almost 40%. With that, of course, we speed up actually the invoice posting, we improved our point of time, but with that, we actually improved the relation with our suppliers, and we improved the compliance, we've improved consistency. We haven't seen actually in our audit report since 3 years any major issues, and we heavily improved the cash flow forecast. Aptiv is actually very fast-growing company. Last year, we opened globally 14 new actually manufacturing plants, and having actually the robots and having the solutions that we implemented, we've been able to absorb actually those transactions with no incremental headcount increase. And with that as well, we fully eliminated the outsourcing. So the risk of the outsourcing actually from that perspective is fully eliminated. With that, I'm gonna have to finish. I would like to mention actually 2 things. One is that we are actually nominated not only in automation category, we are nominated as well as a best Krakow center and in the CSR. And I do have a movie as well for you because I know that that was something that actually was bringing some tension yesterday. But I do have a movie, and please be understanding, who has been created by the people who are really doing the activities, who are automating, who are doing the processing of the transactions. And this is actually how we can see the GBS of the future. So with that, I'm gonna show
There must be a better way to manage all of this data. Sometimes I feel like global business services is lagging behind when it should be on the cutting edge.
I can help you with that.
Oh, hi.
My name is Marcelina,
Hey.
and I'm leading Aptiv GBS team in Krakow.
That's great.
You may know us as a robust company in automotive space that enables active safety, autonomous vehicles, over-the-air connectivity, and high-voltage electrification.
Yeah, all those sound familiar.
But what you probably don't know is that 10% of 3,000 employees in Aptiv Technical Center in Krakow works in Global Business Services team. And we know what the future of GBS holds. Let's have a look.
Awesome. Lead the way. Can anyone tell me about the automation in GBS?
Imagine a cross-functional project team that is reviewing activities performed by our operational teams to identify improvement opportunities.
Great.
Some of these activities are very time-consuming, repetitive, and prompted for errors.
Yes, they are.
That makes them perfect candidates for automating with our robotic process automation.
So that requires a lot of automation, correct?
Yeah, we use different type of software technology to automate tasks. Our robots can learn, mimic, and execute rule-based business processes on behalf of our staff.
So it's all about leveraging technology to enhance human productivity. Can you back it up with some data?
Actually, I joined Aptiv AP team 2 years ago as a student, and my main task was manual invoice processing. Today, I'm working as an automation analyst on automating exactly the same process.
Seems like a great place to work.
You are not wrong about it. There's a long list of benefits that we can see working in Aptiv GBS. But when we talk finance, time is of the essence. Let's focus on a few of them.
Nice. Great idea.
At Aptiv GBS, we work closely with our business partners to tackle the most complex processes.
Challenging.
You also work with our customers that will expose you to new technologies and systems.
Great.
The passion we share to make the world safer, greener, and more connected doesn't stop at the end of the day when we finish our work. It extends to the community in which we live and work. As Aptiv GBS, we contribute to several charity activities throughout the year and unite on a daily basis to share our passion to sport and hobbies.
Last but not least, we are not too big to make you feel lost in corporate machine, not too small to unlock development opportunities and progression paths. We are just about the right size to let you thrive and enter the future of GBS.
Well, it definitely sounds like that. Thank you for having me, and see you soon.
Bye!
Bye.